Welcome back to blockheadpoker.com, where we find and record those redonkulous plays made by losing poker players. Now, you might be asking, why would you want to be watching losing players? Well, it's because most players lose money in online poker, so there's a damn good chance you are doing the exact same nonsense these blockheads are doing as well. So just watch and learn what not to do, but also why not to do it. You'll find your game is going to start to improve if you can eliminate mistakes every time you play. Now, here I have ace-9 offsuit in the small blind looking at a raise and a flat call ahead of me. Speaking of mistakes, a call here is one of them because ace-9 is a horrible hand to play out of position against multiple players. Now, even though I am getting nearly 4-to-1 odds to call, like I said, this is still normally a fold. However, one of my opponents in the pot is showing some early and recognizable characteristics, blockhead characteristics that is, such as overaggression. I gotta admit, my eagerness to get some of his stack gets the best of me here, but really I've got to be hoping for a miracle flop. So like I said, this is a mistake, but I do make a spewy call here. The big blind also calls, and 4 players see the flop. King, 6-5, rainbow. So guess what? I got to check, and I'm already pissed at myself for making the call in the first place. The big blind checks too, and the original raiser bets out 600, but he gets flat called again by this guy. You got to think both of them have something. Both of the blinds fold. Thank God. The pot is now 1980, and it's the 10 of diamonds on the turn. Now a check from the original raiser, and then a pot bet here. That's a big bet, as both of these stacks are huge green M's right now. Wow, and then a check raise from this player. This is the guy who started all the betting. He's basically showing he is willing to go all in here now with his hand based on what's in the pot and his stack size. But then Din here decides to reshove all in. Oh, and look at this. He gets called by a set of 5s. Wow, that was predictable. Let's just look what he had on the turn. Top pair with a jack kicker, shot his entire stack, drawing dead. King Jack is a bad hand and often dominated. This guy had no idea how to manage the size of the pot. He wasn't profiling his opponent, who up till now had not even played a hand, hadn't made a single raise. A lot of these players just get caught up in his calling air pre-flop, and he was unable to fathom himself behind in this hand. I mean, what did he expect to be ahead of here? King 9? Ace 6? Even if his opponent had a hand like Queen Queen or Jack Jack, he certainly does not have the profile of a player who would check raise like that with a king on board. On the other hand, he is behind so many hands it's not funny, like Ace King, Ace Ace, King Queen, King 10, 10 10, King King, 5 5, 6 6. It's just ridiculous. Well, there's a good lesson on how to spill your beans in online poker. Let's do this other quick example. Now watch this guy who is trying to isolate that same tag player from the first hand. But I'm in the big blind with pocket aces. And since I'm already orange M, I just decide to shove here. I'm just basically trying to make it look like, I have a smaller pair and I'm willing to take a 50-50 against one player. I kind of want the tag player out of this pot in case he's trying to set mine, but if my opponent here who raised has 2 paint cards, he will probably call. Just the same as he will call if he has a pocket pair himself. Even better. I'm totally dominated. But I do want the tag out of the pot, like I said, here in case he's set mining, so I don't really want him to see a flop. I'm happy to double up through this guy. The dude calls. Maybe because it's just the hand before break time, I don't know. But look at this. Isn't that just terrible? King Jack again. No wonder Daniel Negreanu calls it the rookie hand. It's often dominated and at best 50-50 to a small pair. But really, he just spewed half of his big stack here with that hand. Listen, unless you are heads up in a match, there is little reason to call such a huge bet with King Jack offsuit, especially when you're green M zone like this. Face the facts. You are either behind or way fucking behind. Let's check out the shark scope and see what our friends are up to here. Well, this guy looks like he's going to need some therapy, if not right now, pretty soon. But the other guy seems to at least have some sense. Looks like he's trying to turn his game around. Let's just hope he reloads and gets his act together, because we want these players at the table, right? Anyway, that's another blockhead session with King Jack offsuit, the rookie hand. Let's just get rid of these blockheads now.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop by blockheadpoker.com and pick up my free ebook, The Top 10 Mistakes in Online Poker, and how you can win money from the donkeys who will never learn.